Okay, so I literally made a video 2 months ago talking about what could Splatoon spin-offs look like, and I could not believe my eyes when I was at work earlier and I saw a video on Instagram from I think Nintendo Life, and it was like Splatoon spin-off trailer, and I was like, no freaking way, I have to react to this when I get home. So this is my reaction and discussion afterwards of the Splatoon spin-off trailer. So let's get into this right now. If y'all don't know, if y'all can't tell, huge Splatoon fan. So tell me anything Splatoon, I'm gonna gobble it up. The Spiralite Islands? What in the world? A Splatoon spin-off. See, dude, that title drop right there goes crazy. Very curious as to why we're in the ocean, because like Inklings die in water. Splatoon Raiders, dude. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, that tornado goes crazy. I really want to know what that's about.
Is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, but research is still underway.
Switch 2 exclusive is
when the results are in.
A little crazy. It makes me wonder, like, is it going to be a huge map or something? Because the graphics look the same, and you know the Switch can handle Splatoon, so like, version 10.
The Splatlands collection, which features new weapons from the Barazushi and Embers brands, is on its way.
Okay, so like newish, oldish weapons. I like the holographic look. That does look pretty cool.
Weapons freshness caps will be raised. And you can earn new in-game badges.
I don't think that's all that exciting.
Plus, Series Weapon Power, a new stat to dive into, is being added to Anarchy Battle Series. This will track your effectiveness per weapon based on your win-loss ratio in battles. It will also be used in matchmaking to pitch you against other players with similar stats.
So what's it called? Skill-based matchmaking? They're adding that to Splatoon?
Don't call it a comeback.
Is this?
Okay, you can. Urchin Underpass from the original Splatoon game.
I never got to play this one. I haven't played Splatoon 1. My only experience with this stage is in Mario Kart, so this is a little low-key hype for me. I get to try this out finally.
Nintendo Switch 2 players.
Is it mouse controls?
Detailed visuals, and the game will appear smoother in certain locations.
So June 12th.
Further updates.
Switch 2 enhanced version of Splatoon goes kind of crazy. Might be playing it on June 12th. So this is a whole separate game. It's not a campaign. It's not a DLC for Splatoon 3. It's its own game, which is pretty exciting because this is just the beginning of what they could do with the Splatoon franchise later on down the line. Like tons of spin-offs. I would love if Splatoon got 10, 15 different Splatoon Party, Splatoon Kart. That's all I want out of Splatoon because I love this franchise so much. It is a top 2 gaming franchise for me. So I want to say, back whenever I had created a video titled like what would Splatoon spin-offs look like, I presented 4 ideas. I was like, what would make the most sense? We can't gather that much from this trailer other than we're gonna be on the ocean. The lady said we're gonna be a mechanic. There's a little robot that follows us. Huge tornado thing going on. And we're gonna be with Deep Cut from Splatoon 3, the idols from Splatoon 3. So I thought that if we ever got a Splatoon spin-off, it would take either a music rhythm game direction. This is a little out there, fighting game direction, super out there. And then like an RPG and or like story Telltale style game. So this looks like it looks like a fully single player game. It has no mention of multiplayer. Maybe they'll reveal that down the line, but I see no mention of multiplayer, and I don't know why this spin-off would have it whenever, you know, the main Splatoon games already have like shooting and multiplayer. It looks like you still have the same shooting mechanics and you're inking and swimming and whatnot, but it looks single player. So I'm getting the impression that this is a single player story, maybe story game. I don't know. They didn't give that much lore. They said something about the Spiralite Islands, whole new location for Splatoon. I kind of thought if we were going in a story direction, like in a Splatoon game, that it would maybe talk about the Great Turf War. I feel like that's what more people, like what people want to know about. But I don't know. Maybe we'll get that lore here, or maybe not. I kind of hope that this game is not only just like a big map, because that's the only reason I can see it being like a Switch 2 exclusive, because it graphically looks the exact same as Splatoon 3. I feel like when the Splatoon developers really lock in on the platforming, like in Octo Expansion, that DLC, it becomes super fun, because I think the shooting and swimming up ink mechanics of Splatoon, super good, super fun for a platformer. So I really hope that it leans more into that. I'm not really getting that vibe too much from this initial trailer, but I guess from this minute-long thing, that's all I can gather, is that we're with Deep Cut, the idols from Splatoon 3. It looks like a single-player game. We're in a whole new location. Doesn't look like it has anything to do with the Splatoon lore that we already know, like the Turf War and all that. Doesn't look like it has anything to do with Salmonids. I don't think I saw anything like that. We have a new robot companion, which is what I'm seeing. So we have this new robot companion. We're on the ocean as well. So maybe there's some, I don't know. And this whole tornado thing. That's all we know so far about this before the trailer just ends right here, I think. And then also the fact that it's called Splatoon Raiders. I feel like this, low key, I might be reaching. This is giving some kind, even though I just said that we haven't seen any Salmonids, is this not the colors of like Grisco and like the whole Salmon Run mode where it's all orange and like, and then you got the Salmonids like green ink. Maybe this has something to do with that. That is also something I did mention in that Splatoon spin-off video, is what if we explored more lore about the Salmonids, because we don't really know anything about them. So if that happens in this game, I predicted it, and you heard it here first. Also, the term Raiders, it's like we are invading on someone else. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we're going to the Salmonids' homeland. I might be reaching. Somebody tell me if I'm reaching, but super hype. End this part off with saying I'm super hyped for Splatoon spinoff. Everything from the Splatoon franchise makes me happy. So next, let's get into the Splatoon 3 update. They were talking a little bit about, we're getting new weapons, 2 new weapon types. They're like old but remixed weapons is what they said. So there's one weapon that kind of looks like, I don't know, pretty basic. But then you got these like, not chrome, what am I thinking of? Whatever, I'm gonna say chrome. These looking weapons right here. These, they look cool. They look nice. I'm gonna say it. These, I can see myself using these. And then also an update that I feel like is kind of late. Like, I don't know, I don't know. I guess it's better that it's here rather than never, or rather than waiting for Splatoon 4. Okay, also they added new freshness. I don't think that's a big deal. Also new stickers and stamps for your banners. I don't think that's a big deal either. Series weapon power, adding skill-based matchmaking to Splatoon. Super interesting. I wonder how that's gonna play out. I guess it'll probably, either it's gonna make the game more fair, or it's gonna make it just like hell to like play the game. If you're up there and you're actually playing people at your skill level, so you don't feel as good as you normally do, maybe. I consider myself like 6 or 7 out of 10 player when it comes to Splatoon. I think I'm pretty decent. Sometimes pretty good. Sometimes pretty great. But so that'll be interesting. I'm kind of excited to see how that plays out. There was another thing. They also said that the Splatoon is gonna look better. Oh wait. Urchin Underpass. That's exciting. Urchin Underpass is exciting. I never played Splatoon 1, so I never got to experience this. I only ever got to see this in Mario Kart, so it's cool that they're finally adding this. I don't know how many stages were missing from previous Splatoon games, but glad that they got to that one. And then finally, I think this is the final thing they mentioned, is that on Switch 2, the game is going to run better and look better. I don't know about look better. Maybe they just mean smoother frame rates, maybe slightly higher resolution, but it's cool that they're doing that for the Switch 2. Aside from them actually updating games, I have been seeing, like, I do have the Switch 2. I haven't said it on this channel yet, but I did buy it, and I've already noticed that a lot of games are running better, and I don't want to say looking better, but like loading way faster on the Switch too. It's crazy. It's kind of like when I went from, I never had a PS4, but when I got my PS5, I was like, dang, like things load crazy fast. No, I did see it on whenever I upgraded my Xbox, and I saw that things were loading like way faster. So that was crazy. So Splatoon update, making the game faster, look better. Good. So I guess that's my reaction discussion. So I'll let y'all know, I predicted Splatoon spinoff 2 months ago. That was coming. I felt it. It was in my bones. I was like, I need to make a video about Splatoon spinoffs because Nintendo's going to announce one any day now. That's literally what I was thinking. You might not believe me. That's what I was thinking. If you haven't seen that video, go watch that video. Or like, I'm probably going to put it in like the end card or whatever in like 10 seconds. But so yeah. So yeah, if you like the video, then like the video. And if you like me, then subscribe. I've been Majin Sprite, or you can just call me Sprite, but never Majin. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.